Greetings, boys and girls. This is Dr. Von May. We are at Buchanan Beefalo Farm. As you can see, Mr. Harris over here is about to bring the beefalo out. You can actually sort of see them way there. Well, yeah, but I'm trying to get a kind of a zoom in on the barn. You can see, you know, these are half bison and half cattle. So, in a minute here, oh, here comes one.
That's a bad eye. And, probably won't ever get any sight.
Let's go around and we'll get a good view of it. Alright. And here comes another.
This one's named from Amy Grant's farm, and it's named after her mother.
Oh, wow.
Her name's Glow. Her mother's name's Gloria.
Okay.
This guy there is Glow.
Yeah. Now, what's the percentage on them?
3/8.
3/8 bison. Now, if you remember, in the Old West, bison were so populous that they took over like the entire West. It was said you could walk across the plains without ever putting your foot on the ground. Hopefully, you were stepping on the bison and not what they left behind them. I know, but still, I can edit it out if necessary.
That's a country and western singer.
Yeah, Amy Grant's a country and western singer. And but we can sit there and look at them for a minute, and you can see they're coming out. Here comes the calves. Look at all them. And look at that big guy. Look at that. And you can see these are a lot beefier, a lot heavier. I think that's what they is. Yeah, those are the beefalos.
Not really all that used to stranger.
Yeah.
That's all that they just not seeing.
And there's the cows running around. Yeah. Picking up the dust, that's for sure.
Boy, that one's a big one.
Yeah. You can see they're a lot stockier than regular cattle. And a lot bigger. And having two hooves, I believe they would be called artiodactyls. Somebody could correct me if I'm wrong. Might. Okay. No, he's trying to get a harness on this one.
I know, but he's trying to fight that.
No, just trying to get a harness on that bull. Look how stocky they are. Beautiful animals.
Most of them. This is Harry. That's probably the first one he ever showed.
Okay, now this, right down the front of the chest there, that's more goes to the buffalo, don't it?
Well, some of it is. That's the
Size of
brisket,
his head.
and all of them have a brisket. Come on up here. This is June bug. Come on up here a little bit. Yeah, we check
Check this big guy out.
Yeah.
He got a huge nose on him.
June bug. June bug.
Yeah. But you can see the size on them. They're much heavier, bigger than your average cattle. Oh, we're going to get to see him a little closer. Let me come around here.
And see if we can get a picture with y'all standing there with him.
Yeah, Dad.
All right.
Y'all want to
Guys, go on up and get a picture with him.
go real slow.
Yeah, don't get too fast now.
That's the main thing. Is
Yeah, there's Flower Mad.
Jump.
There's Gabe. Go on, guys. Racers are going.
I say he probably weighs about 1,400 pounds.
1,400 pounds, which is a little over half a ton.
Yeah. We put rings in their O's when we go to shows. They require, and you can control them whenever they get out of hand a little bit.
Okay, question. I noticed they've got like a vestigial toe on one side, and I see the two big hooves in the front. Are they an artiodactyl or a perissodactyl?
You're speaking something.
Odd-toed or even-toed?
I think they're all even.
All right. Because because, like I said, it's kind of an interesting, you know,
Yeah.
taxonomic thing.
Pardon?
And what's the ring with? What's with the ring and the nose?
Well, when you take them to shows, we have to actually have a nose clip or some way, because you don't ever know, there may be cattle that are in heat or something, and you can control with that ring in their nose.
Ah, okay.
And so that's all it is for control. And they're required in most every show, because you have all kinds of cattle, all different stages in there.
Yeah. And you can see just how sturdy he is next to what a regular bull would be. I know I did a painting of a regular bull, by the way, for comparison. I'll have to show it to you this next week.
The bull I just got rid of looked more about it. You can see a lot of times, you can see how curly their front end. He had a lot of curly up here. It was a lot smaller on the back end. Well, that's where your expensive cuts of meat are, is your back end. That's what, so you kind of try to graduate up a little bit from that. But all of these calves, which they ran back in, are from that other bull. This one hasn't had any yet. They call that a scur. You feel just a little bit of a rough spot there. They never make a horn.
Oh, let me get a close up.
They're all subject to having
watch it there, big fella.
horns, even if the mother and daddy don't, because you've got that buffalo gene in them in the background. So they could all have horns.
Which are they going to be curled or more laid out like a bull?
Most of them, what I've seen, have been more like a regular bull. Most of them would take and I don't know why. That you would think, because the gene comes from the buffalo, that it would look more like a buffalo, but all of them I've had.
Could be that it comes across as a recessive gene.
I guess it does.
You know.
But I got into it because this meat is healthier. We have to DNA test. I had to used to pull blood, but I pulled hair samples and send them to a lab in California to verify the parents of them. And so that's part of it, but it's lower fat, lower cholesterol, higher protein meat. And that's what I got into it for, because it's really, we call it heart healthy meat. If you're going to eat red meat, it's better for you. So that's kind of what we got into that for. He has actually been in a few shows. He's just real gentle. Huh? He sure is. And so sometimes my grandsons, I haven't ever tried this one, but I've had a few that they would get on and sit on while I lead them around and all. But I haven't tried it with him, and I don't know today.
Yeah, I don't need no 8 seconds today.
I think he would do fine.
I would say the shorter legs. He's got the really shorter, heavier legs. That's more of a bison trait, isn't it?
Yeah, and some people like that better. I know you want to go eat with the rest of them.
He's heavily built, you know.
He would probably, I could probably get about $5,000 for him if I wanted to sell him. He's really a nice beefalo bull.
For comparison, the first truck that I bought when me and Christy got engaged was $750. So keep that in mind, that a 4-ton vehicle is actually worth less than a 1,400-pound beefalo.
The first one I bought was probably even less than that. So, but times have changed.
Yeah.
And I paid a lot more just for that little ride right there. But it sure is handy on a farm.
Oh, I bet. That is a magnificent animal.
One of these at your place? You haven't? You hadn't got a backyard you could put a fence?
Anna.
Well, I wish the little ones had stayed out here. They usually, because this is the greenest field I've got. It's my hay field, and I hadn't let them graze.
This is a beautiful
field.
field.
The rest of them are just brown.
That just looks like a painting waiting to happen up there.
And if it rains, and I know it will because I've been praying for it, but when it rains, I'll turn them out in here. I just don't want them to start on it till it rains.
Yeah.
So, that one...
Which one? There's 3.
Huh?
Which one? There's 3. You said that one, and you said
Well, I was pointing at the black one, but it's not. The other black one's Victoria. Victoria and Mary have both been in shows. Their hogs are broke. And if I was here by myself, they would all be out here, and I could walk up to them and pet them out right out there.
But they're a bit shy.
They just don't, till they get used to it.
I notice her legs are a bit longer than his.
She is, like I said, I bought her from Amy Grant Business Farm. 2 years in a row now, March, we've had our Beefalo show up there. They've got a really nice place, and we go up there. But next year, I think it's going to be in Indiana.
Okay.
But they're awful good hosts. They do camps, church camps for kids.
Oh, wow.
I mean, and Amy and Vince both are big promoters of healthy eating and bringing the kids.
So how much more is a pound of beefalo as opposed to a pound of regular beef?
I don't know what regular beef is. I would probably, and I'm going to give y'all some ground beefalo to take with you.
Oh, wow.
I'd probably get $8 a pound for it.
Pretty good.
Some I have bought just real, and it'd be lean. And let me tell you about cooking beefalo. If I had a roast, I'd give you a roast, but we're out. It's real lean, so you've got to cook it slow, not overcook it. If you get it overcooked, it's going to be tough. It's more like cooking venison.
Okay.
It's
I actually have some experience in that field. A friend of mine shot one last year.
And well, the farmers are the ones that support all the deer herds because
Walmart has ground beef 80/20 for $4.39 a pound.
Does it have Nanny 3 or Nanny or whatever the next is up there? It would be a little higher.
93.7.
Which means that this is going to be a lot higher in fat than this stuff.
Organic ground beef.
But it's still going to be more fat in it. And
this is 12 one-pound packages.
Okay. Either way, his is going to be lower. The beefalo is going to be lower in fat and therefore better for you.
Miss Nancy, you don't want to come up here and pet him?
$5.57 at Walmart.
Okay. But
how much?
$5.57 a pound.
Yeah, but you're paying for a lot of fat.
Now here's what.
No, that's 93.7.
Okay.
Yeah, that's about what this would probably be.
Still, this will be the superior meat. I can guarantee it.
A lot of people.
You wanted to know.
I know.
A lot of people want to know where the meat comes from.
Yeah. Well, that's the reason I keep bringing it up.
Yeah. This, I can't hardly believe it. My sister, she doesn't raise beefalo, but she's getting $4 a pound on of the hanging weight, when you take it to the process. I just get $3.50, and I'm thinking I need to go up on mine. But like on let's say I had a 1,000-pound calf out there. There's Victoria with the green tag looking at it. Beefalo will dress out about 60%. So if I had a 1,000-pound steer, which is what most people want one about that big, it would be about 600 pounds. And that would be, for them, $4 a pound, that'd be $2,400 is what you would pay. That's not counting the processing. The processing is probably going to run $300-400. The processing is what's gone up more than anything. And Yoder's in Paris is just shut down. You only got 2 places to go.
Yoder's is no longer open?
No, processing plant.
The processing plant. Now, I don't know.
Are they closed for the season or the? No, the store's still fine because we were up there a while back.
Okay. Mr. Norman Yoder passed away.
No, okay, so they didn't keep the processing place open.
As I understand it, they didn't own all of that. It was kind of the churches, and the church wanted to go up on the rent, and they just didn't think they could afford it. Whoever, his children or whoever would have taken over for them. So, anyway.
I noticed that his hair is stiffer than what usually you pet a face because it's curly. Then when they'll pet a cow.
Yeah, now that is what you'll see.
That's part of the
That's part of the buffalo. Now the other bull was about from here forward was curly, real curly.
I missed him.
Yeah, I do too.
Did you pet him, Karen?
I really liked him. He had a longer body, but he had a small back end, and like I said, back end is where you're.
That is a magnificent animal.
But, and don't swing around. They don't like you
around.
Just move, but just don't jerk, because that scares him. He doesn't know what you're going to do.
No.
Yeah, see, he's
nervous
now. You
don't want to come right at him, maybe, huh?
There you come back around this way.
Yeah, there you go. That's fine.
But you can see, guys, that's a magnificent animal.
Yeah. I want to imagine waking up to that.
I mean, I mean, if you look at his build, he's a lot stockier, a lot heavier in his build.
And a lot of your show animals, see, he would love to be out here now. They don't have any grass. There's very little out there. But the reason he's locked up is he won't stay home.
Oh, I had a dog like that.
You know what we was talking about in the church service this morning about the other side of the
Prodigal bull?
That's where he wants to be, and so I've got to put him in time out.
Yeah, I know.
But, yeah. I mean, you can see you can see some of this bison ancestry, though. You look at the way the body's constructed along the sides, the shorter legs, the thicker neck.
Yeah.
Even he does seem to be even a bit heavier through the shoulders than usual.
Are you expecting a bigger difference in that from regular cattle?
No.
Most people do, because if you were just driving by in the field, you probably would.
When you told me it was this much, then I knew what
half and half
he
are
was
some of the ugliest animals. But that's the way you got to start out. I mean, I think they've got some on the web page. If you ever go to the American Beefalo Association web page, half and half are just some of the ugliest animals. Then you
cross like a dachshund and a poodle.
You cross them back to a buffalo. That gives you 3/4 bison. And then we cross them back to a domestic animal. That gives us the 3/8 bison, and that's what we're looking for. And really, part of the reason, we'd like to have more bison in them, but if you get any more than that, they're not going to be fertile. They're not going to reproduce.
Kind of like a mule.
Exactly.
Which, you know, it's an interesting thing because bison is species bison, and cow and cattle is bovine or bos primigenius. These two should not technically be able to crossbreed anyway, but the very fact that they can, you know, is the hand of providence by itself.
Trying to cross them since the 50s at least, and one of the problems was everybody that was doing it, they were big cattle business people, but they were real independent, and so they didn't want to share a lot of what they had. So we thought we could, if we had more meat. I mean, McDonald's approached us one time. There's no way we could supply enough beef.
Could it be both actually?
We just don't have enough producers.
It
would be great. You'd get even more money for it, you know. But like I said, we claim that USDA did tests on it, and we know they said yes, it is lower fat, lower cholesterol, higher protein meat. But because we do that, we have to DNA test them. That's the reason because we claim make that claim.
And that's going to run into your bottom line too.
Well, it will a little bit. I usually figure, being a member of the ABA, if somebody wanted to buy one and wanted, it would be $100 less if they didn't want it registered. But I would charge an extra $100 to register. What it is, really, it's not a lot, but you do have to pull tail hairs and send them off. And then you do have to tattoo their ears. He'll have a tattoo, but I'm not.
He's found the salad bar.
He has missed.
And
do you hear this child?
Junebug, I can't blame you. I like a salad bar too. I'm gonna move my toes though, because I don't want to get. You ought to feel his fur, guys. If you were here, you could, because it's you know, it's like she said, it was bristly. It's almost like, you know, it's almost like his fur is very coarse, but he's very gentle. I mean, it is not at all what you'd expect out of a bull. But he's Junebug, and you can see his nose for the point of my hand next. Let's see if I can get my hand up next to his nose. You can see he doesn't like that very much, but you can see my hand is, okay, that was, wow. You can see the size of my hand, which my hand is regular man's hand. I could not fit his entire nose in my hand if I wanted to.
I'm gonna let him come over here where his grass is.
Yeah, he's looking for the salad bar still.
I really thought about just tying him up out here.
Wait, look at the back. two little horns on the back. Yeah. No, on the back.
Oh, on the hooves. Okay, yeah, those are still two toes. So he's still an even toed.
What do they call those? That deer have them also. You see,
Kind of like a dew claw type thing. Yeah, it's a vestigial toe, and it's a, what do you call it? Yep. And
I don't know what you're telling him. Talk to him.
But you can see that, they are even toed. They're also known from a family called ungulates.
Yeah, I think he'll be okay. He likes being scratched all over. He just loves it. He loves to be rubbed on.
He seems like a big good boy though.
One thing, it doesn't matter what color your cow is or your bull. Your calf may not follow that color because they've got I'm sure he's got some Angus in him, but he may have Hereford and Charolais, others.
Yeah.
And I have had black cows with white calves, and it's just something that you don't.
Yeah. So the fur's kind of a grab bag.
And some people don't like that. They want a traditional color. I'm kind of like that. I kind of like.
I like the surprise.
Yeah. No, not knowing and.
Well, yeah. I mean, what's the fun in knowing?
Yeah. And so.
That would save us some money on our lawn mowing.
Don't look at me while you're eating
Yeah.
grass.
Hey, and eventually on our grocery bill.
I'll tell you what.
He is magnificent, though.
We're going to go in there and look at them.
Okay.
Stop them. They're not going to come out with y'all here.
Yeah.
We'll go in there.
Okay. We'll let Junebug through here.
More pictures or do anything?
Yeah, I'm probably going to have to stop this video and start back up so I can get another 25 minutes in.
Okay.
There we go.
This one that's the second one from the right, the black one there. Her calf is that little one. It's got a white tip on its tail.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I see that. Let's see if I can zoom. So I can get a closer vantage here.
Yeah. They got a bonus today. I would have waited and fed them later, and I'll probably go and feed them again later. But they've gone through a big round bale of hay now about 5 days or less. So that's all they've got to eat right now. But I tried to feed him if he'd stay home. I told him I'd go to factory, but he just went with it.
This is cool. Yeah. Oh, and we do thank you, sir, Mr. Allen. We do thank you. Yep. And that would be the
annual meeting.
And that would be Buchanan Beefalo Farm.
Buchanan.
Buchanan.
Buchanan, if you're from around here.
Yeah. Okay. Buchanan.
Buchanan means you're from off somewhere.
Okay. So it's Buchanan Beefalo Farm.
Yes, sir.
And this is Mr. Alan Harris, and he is the proprietor.
Absolutely.
The owner.
That's the same thing.
We went to the Western District Baptist Association annual meeting Thursday down at Point Pleasant.
Yeah.
And the guy from the Tennessee Baptist Association, I was sitting by him. I didn't know who he was, but his wife got to talking to me, and I told her I raised beefalo. Actually, Jim Quillback, Director Mickey, said he raised beefalo. I never heard of beefalo. And that's huge.
I don't know what that's about.
I'll leave it off.
Okay, well, I need to
take the leaves off. But anyway, they got to ask me a lot of questions about beefalo. And they live up near Nashville, so if I could raise them faster, I could sell more of them.
Yeah.
It takes a while to grow them.
Well, that's because you're dealing, I said, with the genetic intricacies of trying to do it, and you've got it, and they want some sort of genetic accountability, and that's gonna slow down the process. But from all accounts, the quality in the end is better. So, yeah, it's interesting because both sides of the Beefalo family are both Pleistocene or late Ice Age survivors. Bos primigenius, known in Europe as the aurochs, and the American bison, and his relatives, the steppe bison and the wisent.
Yeah, I know I'm not very bright.
We'll have to trade
That's not very nice.
Well, I'll talk crap about myself.
Yeah. Remember second grade?
Second grade.
Yeah.
Huh? Yes, they can. That's what these little calves are, is where they reproduce.
Watching this?
You say that you have to install kitchen like that one.
Oh yeah, all of this stuff we call cow patties. Can y'all get that and throw it over the fence over at that tile? Did y'all want to do that? That wasn't part of the deal, was it? I bet you would, too. Yeah, he's going to carry a little bit home with him. What this cow patty. One foot's got to come on. Wait till we get out in the grass. He gets most of it out walking. If you walk out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You can see it takes quite an operation to keep these things going, and there's the genetic intricacies, and he's got a lot of accountability things he has to deal with that. But you can see these are some amazing creatures, and actually it's one of those those places where Mother Nature plays tricks on us, because, like I said, genetically these two, while they're related species, should not be able to mix, but here we are. So I appreciate it, Mr.
Y'all watch where you stand.
Yeah, I appreciate it, Mr. Harris.
Yes, you bet.
And we will see you all.
Give him a bath.
We'll see you one and all on the flip side.
Right over there.